What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and right before you get to the video, we wanted to just include you into some information about our channel. We're in the middle of a milestone giveaway, and we're trying to hit 500 subscribers. 500 subscribers, and if we hit 500 subscribers, we're giving away a slab. What slab are we giving away, Nate?
Isn't it just like...
No, you need to be... Come on, tell them what slab it is.
We're giving away a CGC graded 9.4 Wolverine #1 with a custom label as well, a custom Wolverine label. This is the #1, the first in his ongoing series.
Yes.
And we bought this book almost a year ago, and it was a nice book to give away at 500 subscribers, and now that it has gone to the moon,
Yep,
and it is a crazy book to give away, and you won't let me change it, so I guess we're still giving it away.
We got to commit to it. We said we were going to give it away, and we're going to give it away, but the only way we can give it away is if we hit 500 subscribers. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and yeah, so let's get on to the video, shall we? Barbaric #1 from Vault Comics. This is my pick of the week.
Cheers.
Oh, wow.
Yep, that's my pick of the week. I'm gonna do it again.
This
Oh, wow.
cheers.
Back to back, huh?
Just to make sure everybody knows that this is my pick of the week.
I can't hear it, so I'm just gonna assume.
Yep, no, it sounds awesome.
Yeah, this was a great book.
Ron, I don't remember how long ago it was, but Ron was
forever.
like, hey, do you want to hear about a really weird but kick-ass story about a barbarian that has an axe that talks to him? And I was like, yes, give me more.
Yes, I do want to hear about that.
You know, this book has very like God of War vibes. Not so much a character that has lost everything, but he has, you know, in God of War, he ends up killing his own family. We're not realizing it until the very last second that is cursed. And this one, he's just kind of doing his own damn thing. Like, man, he's a barbarian. He's fighting, he's drinking, he's fucking, he's doing all the things, right? And then these three witches are like, yo, we're gonna curse you. we're either gonna throw you in hell or we're gonna give you a curse. Which one do you want? And he's like, what's hell look like again? Because I really don't want to deal with your shit.
Yeah.
So our barbarian Owen is cursed by these three witches, and it's part of this big elaborate plan that they have. And the curse is that his weapon, his axe, is his conscience. You know, he can be anywhere at any time, and if someone is in need of help, the axe is going to be like, Owen, it's time to go help some people. And Owen is a piece of shit. He's a barbarian. He doesn't want to do that, but because of this curse, he's kind of obligated to do it. Let's kind of tear into it. Let's go back. So the beginning of this book starts off with Owen being enslaved by this rich slave owner who's in like this stadium, you know, like a Roman Colosseum, if you will. Yeah. And he's like, my barbarian will kill all these men. He's gonna do it great. And the barbarian is like, you know, I really don't feel like doing it. Owen's like, I don't feel like doing it. But then the axe is like, well, yeah, but that guy's like, you know, he's a thief. I can't remember what it was, but they're all pieces of shit, except for one. You know, the thief I think is a kid that was like just stealing food to like eat.
Right.
And so the axe is like, you can kill those two guys, but you can't kill the thief because he really didn't do anything wrong technically. And so he proceeds to kill these guys, and as the axe is being swung and collecting blood, the axe gets power hungry and gets drunk off of people's blood. So the comedic relief is really in the axe. The axe is pretty fucking funny throughout this entire book. The voice of the axe is hilarious. Every time it kills somebody, it's like, more blood, more, gotta go. Like, he's gotta keep killing. And so he kills the two thugs, and then the slave owner is like, no, go kill that other kid. And he goes, no, I can't. Like, the axe won't let me. And he goes, you will do what I tell you to do. And then the axe is like, you can go ahead and kill him because he's been exploiting poor people and stealing, you know. And the guy's like, with pleasure. And the guy's kind of pointing like, no, wait. And we see one panel where he's like this, like he's kind of like, don't you fucking dare. And then the next panel, he's literally cut in half diagonally, where it's just like, zink, without missing of an expression. So that's the first half of the book. The second half of the book, bless you. The second half of the book is him in a tavern, and there's some commotion, and our townsfolk have found a woman who is a witch. She's a witch, and so they want to burn her. And Owen immediately is like, so I'm guessing I need to help this lady. And the axe is like, yeah, you got it. And so they go, he goes to try to save her. And before he can save her, zombies start popping out of the ground. And the lady who they were going to burn, the so-called witch, is actually a witch. And she was trying to save everybody before this plague of zombies was going to come destroy the town. So they kind of team up. And, the whole point in order to stop this zombie invasion, they have to go to this castle, which is now being surrounded by this giant world serpent. And that's how the book ends. And I'm not doing much justice in the sense that the dialogue between the axe and Owen is phenomenal. It's really funny. The visuals, the artwork in this book is fantastic. I think the only other Vault book I read was Engine Ward, I think.
Okay.
Which I thought was good, but the artwork was nothing like this. I think there's a lot of potential for this book. There's a lot of mystery and intrigue with the witches and saying you're part of our plan. We're not going to divulge everything to you. Yeah. It's a really fun book, and I'm really glad I picked it up. I'm glad Ron suggested it, because I had a great time reading this book. It was super fun.
Yeah, I would say that if the plot sounds a little not your alley, I would still suggest reading it, just because the dialogue and the humor is really good.
It's got a good mix of humor, action, bloodthirst, great artwork. And I think Ron had mentioned this on his live sale, but I think this book has a very good potential. Again, this is me speculating. There's actually no, you are not going to find any article out there, anybody writing that Barbaric #1 might get picked up for a series. I'm just saying personally, I agree with Ron when he said this would do really well in Adult Swim, or or HBO Max is an Adult Swim show where it's bloodthirsty, it's funny, it's visually pleasing. I just think it's got a good chance of doing that. I really do believe that. So you heard it here first. Two Fat Guys Pull Lists are speculating that Barbaric #1, it's going to be your key. It's going to be worth $1 million in about a week or here. So just go pick it up.
I don't know about that.
But that's our review of it. Now, that being said, I'm going to go into a little bit of a pitch here, but Ron over at Collected he commissioned a exclusive cover with Tone Rodriguez, which he does have right now for sale on brainycomics.com. It's a sick ass cover. Me and Nate both picked one up last week. He's got raw copies like this one that you can pick up at brainycomics.com. I'm actually going to put the link in the chat right now, so that if anybody is interested in buying it, there it is right there. I think he has it up for about $20 right now on brainycomics.com. He also has 9.8 CBCS graded copies currently that you can pick up on brainycomics.com. So if you want to go ahead and get it slabbed, you can. And then Ron had asked us if we could make a collectible box that will be available for sale, that will have this exclusive in it, and the box art, the front of the box will have this cover on it. So that's pretty cool. And I don't know how many he has of those. I know there are only 500 copies of this cover, so it's a very rare cover. And then I also saw on Brainy's.com that he's going to have a couple copies signed by Tone that will be graded. So, you have some opportunities. If you really dig this cover, go to brainycomics.com, check it out, and pick yourself up this kick-ass cover. I actually have it. It's sitting right behind me. I'm going like this. It's sitting right there.
Oh.
Yeah. In a Mylar.
Nice.
Nice. But anyway, that is our Barbaric review. And again, this is my pick of the week.
That's Jim's pick of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic book. Anyway.
Also, just for transparency, I went up there and checked. I think the signature series are already sold out.
Oh no. Well then,
I don't
sorry.
see them on the side anywhere.
Oh,
But
okay.
the 9.8s, the regular CBCS ones are up there, and that price, I will probably be buying one.
Yeah, no.
It's a very competitive price there.
And again, it's a fantastic cover. The other thing I'll say is, it feels like that cover specifically feels very premium format. The cover A feels great too. It's not a flimsy book. It's nice, glossy cover. So definitely check that out if you're interested. And if you haven't read Barbaric #1 and you just want to get cover A, do it. It is so good.